This is a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, so good for the environment.
Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Hey everyone, it's Chris and Charlie here with Daily Motor, and today we are driving an M car.
Yeah.
That's right. The first standalone M car since the BMW M1 supercar.
How many people do you think will be interested in purchasing an XM who also own an M1?
None. Yeah, none. Definitely none. Okay, let's go out and see it.
That's not to say that the XM is an undesirable car.
No, it's just it's for different people. Wow, that is
and car.
That is
actually the least definition
God,
of
it's
and
massive.
car.
What do you mean?
Like, because and car usually just means like a Yaris.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's
no,
just
this is
the
it's
car.
very. They've done a lot of styling.
Yeah.
I will say.
It looks like it's got a goatee.
Yeah.
This black section.
It looks
going on
evil.
here.
This would be a good car for the baddie to drive. Look at the cars are the same color this week.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't happen too often.
So you have the key. Can I see the key?
Yes.
Oh, it's just it's the new
empty.
key. I quite like the new key.
Yeah, I think
it's
they
nice.
did a really good job with it. It slides in your pocket easily.
Yeah, it does. So we've got lots of gold. I love gold on here. XM. And these light up as well, the grills.
Yes. The kidneys.
This one singular kidney would fit like 5 of my Z3 kidneys in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I've driven this car already, spent about 400 miles.
Yeah, Charlie
really,
went. So you went to the
traversed.
launch event. This could have been the exact one that you
It
drove.
might be, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool. It's a bit expensive. There's degen activity happening.
Somebody's doing a takeover. It's a scratch. You should probably note that.
Yes.
Anyways, while he does that, you know, when I first saw the photos of this, I thought it was disgusting. But actually, in person, it doesn't look as bad, especially with these 22-inch, optional 22-inch wheels. Because factory, it comes with, or standard, it comes with 23. These are obviously still factory option, but standard wheels are 23. They remind me of a 2008 Lexus IS 350.
Or ISF. This is excellent.
Yeah, this is quite nice.
That's the charge cable bag. That's for
It's an
when you're
M
accelerating
strap.
quickly.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the charger cable's in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very stylish handbag sort of thing. This doesn't come up.
Very flat load surface here. This opens, but don't. It's a bit difficult to get back in. This comes off.
I did that with the Rolls Royce.
Oh, did you?
I took that out of the Rolls Royce Ghost, and it took me like 5 minutes to get it to go back. Oh, ran into the car.
That's Rolls Royce Karma.
Yeah, what are you doing over there?
I'm trying to reinstall
So
this.
you've broken that now. We've got the same trunk close button that you've gotten for the past, I think, 10 or so years. You also get on the Rolls Royces.
If they broke, don't fix it, I suppose.
All right, let's sit in the back seat. We've got these kind of angular designs here on the door handles.
I think you're going to quite like this back seat.
Get a pillow.
Too.
It's nice that the pillows fit in the doors, so you don't have to
The
have
doors
them if you
don't
don't
close
wanna.
themselves, so
But they're
a
soft
bit
close.
unfortunate. And of course it started to rain.
So this is what I was most looking forward to seeing. This is crazy looking.
Yeah. Doesn't open.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, this is like, okay, wow.
Also, did you notice the side is padded so that you can sort of lean? Remember how in the Hyundai Ioniq 6 they said this is actually how people sit?
Yeah.
Well, in this car that's actually believable.
Yeah, because you
take
got a
your
pillow and this
you
is
put it
padded
and
here.
it's padded, and you sit like this, and this is where you and I discuss business.
Is this where you put your iPad?
Yep. Yeah, they probably don't have Android tablets.
Oh, definitely not. I like the brown. The brown's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like the brown on the dashboard too.
Smells like cleaner in here.
It does smell like bleach. Somebody probably got
No, it
this
smells like
somewhere.
Windex.
Doesn't have bleach in that? No, it's probably not. Okay. How is the sound system in here?
Excellent.
Is it
Bowers
S tier?
and Muffins, yes.
S tier?
I
Okay.
believe so, yeah. We should tell the viewers that this is a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, so good for the environment. But should you need to go quickly, what was it, 630 horsepower? 500? You will have all seen it.
Yeah.
A lot.
8-speed automatic.
Plenty.
How many miles of electric range?
25-ish, 30-ish?
Okay, not
Yeah.
bad.
In real world, it will still probably outperform the Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid, which I'm sure a lot of people are
Cross-shopping,
Yeah.
yes.
I like how flat this bench is.
Ooh.
It's just like goes all the way across. Does it look like a BMW up
It
there?
looks like a car from the future, but
Well,
yes, it
that's
does.
kinda what it is.
Yeah, this headliner is like mesmerizing. It's so sick.
Gentleman's material up here.
Yeah.
It's bright right in my eyes.
Okay, should we look under the hood?
Yeah, I think it's worthwhile. Not gonna be able to see anything; it'll all be plastic. But
That's okay. You think that, but the 7 Series you could actually see quite a bit.
could you?
Here's the door for the level 2 charging. Oh. Oh yeah, Empower.
Look at this bracing.
Yeah, that's cool. Charlie's gonna drive first.
Passenger seat impressions.
Yep.
I like the door handles. This steering wheel. This is how you do a steering wheel. Quite nice.
Is it not too thick for you? Because
Here
it's
it's
an
a little
M
thick.
steering wheel.
But it's kind of been like leathered down by journalist hands. It feels nice.
Seats. It feels very big up here.
Yeah, it is a car that definitely tries to feel big.
Well, it is big. Wow!
You don't like these, do you?
No.
Previous, are you being tightened?
I guess. When you put your seatbelt on, it tightens the bolsters.
He was listening to some Joe Cocker.
What is that?
It's a gentleman artist from
Oh,
born way
this
before you.
This has the iDrive dial that you like better.
Yes. This is a fun material. I like the way this dash kind of goes up.
Would you like to set up your drive mode?
Let's get M2 in the proper one here. I told you it sounds weird.
That is a weird sound. Oh wow, that's kind of obnoxious. I love that.
Energy recovery, let's put that to max. Chassis, Sport Plus. That all looks
Why would you
good.
want chassis and Sport Plus?
Well, might as well go full douchebag, right? Let's drive you in charge mode so that we can get a little extra e-control. Yes. Battery charge is maintained. Well, that doesn't help. Can we?
Oh, it has the paddle shifters that you don't like because you say they hurt your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
You get little tender fingertips.
Yep.
Is this going to be like shockingly quick?
I think so. You do have to remember it does weigh 6,000.
Yeah, this is a 6,000-pound SUV.
What I like is just the way that it drives. It's just.
Feels stiff. Are you an M2?
No, I'm in M1.
Why is the ride so terrible?
Well, it is on 22s. Imagine it on 23s. Get more into a calm transmission mode here. A lot of headroom.
Ton of headroom. A lot of room overall.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Sounds like a V6.
I was going to say, it sounds very different than you're used to. All right, now, I just stopped, which means you had already been to a stop. You can get going. It sounds very different than the S68 usually does.
Yeah, interesting. Just the exhaust system plus, I'm sure, quite a bit of piped-in noise. What did you just do?
Turned on the
It just
pipe.
went... Choo!
Yeah, I turned on the piped-in noise. That was like no throttle. That was, I kid you not, about 20%.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I'm in, I don't think I'm in a sporty
No,
mode.
you're definitely not.
I'm in comfort drivetrain. That was comfortable, right, Chris?
I guess so.
Let's calm down. There we go. That certainly has never been stolen.
He's on his way back from a takeover. Yeah.
Extend As much as I liked the 7 Series, there was too much software control in that car.
Yeah.
This, you can still do the things like... Do you notice all the bits in your seat, aside from the main adjustments, you had to do through the screen? This, you can actually
did?
It's got buttons for
Does this have a massage?
That would be...
Oh, it does. It's right here.
Yeah.
Physical button. Nice.
You get little things in the gauge. You get a little sidebar that shows you how much electric you're using.
Okay.
Which is nothing for me because I'm trying to charge it up a bit for cruise.
Going into M2 mode.
Oh, I'm just going to... yeah, I'm going to let you experience oversteer.
You're going to let me do it. Okay. Let's see. That was polite of them.
Yeah, that's right. Sounds just like a G63, right?
No, this snarls. The G63 kind of barks.
Yeah. That's good. That's your favorite car right there.
That was a Buick Rainier.
Buick Rainier.
Buick Reindeer. I always thought it was Buick Rainer.
Yeah.
And I learned it was Rainier.
I'll let you do a launch for a
Does it have launch control?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to be, I believe, in this one.
I can never get M cars to like do it. Right.
Well, I'll just see if I can queue it up for you. So I believe it's... Let's just start, but just go to M2. That should set it all up for you. But you have to be in manual mode, I'm pretty sure. So...
And then MDM.
Yep. That's how you do it.
Okay.
This car is allegedly able to hit very high speeds very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it feel faster than the 760i? Because the 760i ripped.
I think this does because of how harsh and direct everything feels. Everything in the 760i felt filtered.
Oh, okay. This is
doesn't.
raw.
This feels more raw. And I mean, you feel that through the ride and everything. I'm just going over here because the wind will be a little less dramatic. Okay. I feel very low.
Do you appreciate the power steering column?
Of course. If it didn't, this car would be dead on arrival to me.
How much is this car? 160 grand?
Somewhere around at 160.
Is there a Monroney?
No, there wasn't online. Let's see if there is in here. I don't think so. No.
Okay. This is what I get for not putting my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Are you being hit up?
Yes. Okay. Let's move this up a little.
It's weird how in BMW cars you need manual mode.
But it'll shift for me.
But it'll shift for you.
Are you
but
sure?
Only when you launch. Yep.
Oh my god. That's ridiculous.
In some ways, it doesn't seem as fast as the 760i because you do feel it so much, but in other ways it does. I don't know. I mean, they're very different sort of experiences. This feels like a car that you can grab the hair and just
Savage Geese.
it much more than any other car that weighs this
It's
much.
so fast.
Yeah.
6,000 pound SUV.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ooh. Yeah. This is a serious machine.
Right?
Yeah.
So, is it an M5?
Can we switch and
No.
can you drift it?
Is it an M5? No. But it does have its own character to it.
Yeah, they made a thing.
And it's a nice place to be.
It is.
It's quiet. And...
It feels like an M3 on stilts, honestly.
Mhm.
It really does, or an M5 on stilts.
Yeah. I enjoy driving it more than the X3M Comp. because that thing was dreadful.
This is better than the X3M.
Yeah.
So there you go. Daily Motor top tip. If you are considering an X3M, spend three times the money and get this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad we found useful.
Yeah. No, sometimes we struggle with that. So, yeah. Oh, this probably has just a ton of M badges on it. What is this?
It's
high
a
visibility
German car.
jackets.
Yeah, I think this is like an actual like German build car.
Oh, is it?
Probably came right from the factory.
Oh God. That's because it's.
I love the dual
it's
nature though, because if you just press M1, the whole thing just calms down. And you could totally daily this and have a legitimate like 6-figure luxury car.
Yeah.
That gets decent fuel economy, is plug-in hybrid, everything like that. And you've gained electric range.
Have I?
Driving. Yeah, you're up to 3 miles.
How do we put it in electric mode?
Oh, oops. There you go, electric.
So it still goes through the 8-speed.
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Is it fast in just electric mode?
Yeah, give it the beans. I mean, don't full throttle, but just right up to the kickdown pedal. Or button.
Oh yeah.
So definitely enough to like get
That's
up to
enough,
speed faster than your average car.
Okay.
Yeah.
And will this charge overnight if I plug it in?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You have your level 2 now as well.
I do, yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to be spending the next 2 days with the BMW XM, and Charlie will be spending another couple days with it.
And then the Topher will be spending
And then the Topher will be spending some days in it. And, well, we'll let you know how it was at the end of the week, except you'll be seeing that from Charlie's point of view, because I'll be doing handbrake turns in Escort ZX2s.
Yes.
In Florida.
Yes.
Which is Charlie's favorite state. He's very jealous.
Wrapping up the week with the BMW XM. This is a tough car for me because I like it. You're not going to hear that from every reviewer out there because this car does have some polarizing aspects. It does look really weird. I'm going to get it right out there. I like it. I think it looks cool. Some people don't dig the looks. Some people don't dig the 22-inch wheels or the optional, or rather standard 23s, these 22s. Some people don't dig the plug-in hybrid aspect. I like all of that. I like how luxurious and unique the back seat is, and you got your XM pillows and this kind of cool padding on the side. Such a cool place to be. We don't get to spend much time in the rear seats, but I like that. I like the color combinations. I like a lot of it. I like that it's weird. That's definitely not to say that it's the perfect car, and admittedly, I don't have a great frame of reference for how much this car costs. I mean, we don't have the exact price of this Model S spec, but you gotta, based on base price and the options we have in here, we're somewhere around $170,000 to $180,000. And realistically, that is an obscene amount of money. When you start thinking about the other vehicles you can get at this price point, or arguably more importantly, the fact that you could get a very, very well-equipped BMW X5 or X7 for quite a bit less, that's gonna ride better, perform close to as well, not necessarily just as well, but pretty well, and you could even get the plug-in hybrid version of the X5. It makes this a hard sell. What you got to realize is this isn't a car for people buying something off the spec sheet, or this isn't a car for somebody cross-shopping it necessarily with other options. This is a test bed and almost a proof of concept for BMW and the M brand to show what they're capable of and what can be accomplished when pricing really isn't as much of a factor. So if they don't sell a ton of these, I'm sure BMW is going to be okay. But the people who do get their hands on one and do choose to go to the BMW dealer and buy one are going to have one of the most unique products on the market. And that's what's most important for them, is to stand out, is to look unique, is to make a statement. And you can't help but admit that this is different than anything else on the market. The mixture of this 4.4 liter V8 motor with the plug-in hybrid powertrain, the car's got split personalities. You really can hustle it, or you really can daily drive it in such a smooth and efficient manner. We even got over 30 miles on our highway fuel economy test on EV alone. Most of my time spent with the car was getting in, pressing this M hybrid button and turning it into electric mode. That allowed me to drive it around with a decent amount of power. All electric here. I mean, because realistically, you spend a lot of your time just daily driving, running errands, doing things you gotta do, getting places that you gotta be, and being able to do that entirely on electricity is great. But having the opportunity to simply press this M2 button once, press it again, hear the engine fire up, and then bury it and rock it off. That's so cool, it really is. You feel the rear end come around. You can play with this car in such a weird way. From a performance standpoint, you need to think of it more as a lifted BMW M5 than something like any sort of performance car. Or even necessarily a performance SUV. It's not a track rat. I mean, we're talking 6,000 pounds. It just isn't. Quick side note, rough ride section here. Let's feel it. It absorbs the bumps pretty well, but the frustrating thing with the ride quality is what you hear. The expansion joints that you go over, these Pirelli tires are loud. There's no getting around that. And when you're talking this price point, I think a lot of people are going to want a more plush ride than these wheels and tires and suspension package offer. At the end of the day, the BMW XM is making a statement, and it wants you to decide how different you want to be. I mean, realistically, yeah, you can go out and get yourself a brand new X7 for less than this, and it's gonna ride better and have nearly as nice of an interior, but you're gonna simply fade into the background in any sort of nice area of the country. I mean, if you're driving Rodeo Drive or Sunset Boulevard or anything like that, no one's gonna even bat an eye at an X7. They will turn their heads at this. And when you realize that BMW M is a lifestyle brand at this point, just as much as it is a performance brand, you start to realize, okay, I kind of get it. There isn't anything on the market that looks the way this thing does inside or out. And there isn't anything on the market that drives the way this thing does, with the immense amount of power on top of the ability to drive it all electric and the ability to drive with the gas and how much you can kind of play around with it despite its size. It's cool. It really is. Now, I can't tell you if it's $170,000 or $180,000 cool. That's more up to you. But if you want people to get in here and be wowed by this funky roof and the cool dark brown Alcantara and the comfortable back seats and the performance aspects of this car and the way it looks when it pulls up, the light up kidney grills, that's what you're paying the big bucks for this car to do. And I gotta admit, I dig it. They also nailed a lot of the technology suite right, and I think that's important. This car is still easy to use. It's, despite the ride quality, a nice place to be inside. Not everyone feels that way, but I'm about it. I'm about it. So thank you all so much for watching. If you do want to see more on the XM, we've got a review of the Bowers & Wilkins audio system in here. Got a highway fuel economy test as well. But this is definitely a Paris and Nicole car. So I'm Paris with Daily Motor, and as always, 23-inch wheels standard on.